The rain has begun. Shorty nose over one tight rock. There's just one pinnacle, so I had to circle it and drop them all around it. See if it works. Hello, good morning, welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the boat. Out for a very wet and grey day on the boat. Yeah, as it's worked out, this is the only day that we're going to get when it's not howling a gale of wind, but it's going to be lashing it down with rain all day. So we're going to get wet. But I want to go fishing. Let's go. Go on then. Didn't get dressed up like this for nothing. I'm going to be fishing some areas of rock and reef, just to try and find some pollock and bass. The challenge today, I feel, is going to be keeping the camera dry. Well, it is a pollock, but it's a teeny weeny one. So I'm in the right place at least. Trying to keep the nose of the boat towards the weather so that the rain doesn't hit, hit the lens of the camera. No weight in it, whatever it is, something tiny. Poor cod maybe? Ah, what did I say? Poor cod. Interesting though that a poor cod of that size will still strike a lure because he went for it. I'm currently fishing a rock mark that's in 32 metres of water. I'm going to go and try somewhere a little bit shallower in a minute. I just thought I'd try this because it's on the way. I can see fish down there, I can see fish on the sounder. It's just all about getting them on the hook today. Conditions aren't the easiest. Aha! Little female cuckoo wrasse. Doing my little bit for the environment, take this out of the ocean, and I'm sure James will have a good laugh playing with that. Let's give this a go. It's making me laugh now. Ah, you've got to have a sense of humour, don't you? We're not crying today. Ah, it's really coming down now. Try to keep the nose of the boat facing in towards the wind and the rain's coming so it doesn't splash on the camera. So I'm going to attach a drogue to the bow that will hopefully drag out so it'll sit back. We'll know soon enough if it works. That's an unusual capture. That, it looks like a poop, but no, it's a sea cucumber, also called a cotton spinner. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. Yeah, hook that tight on the bottom. What they do sometimes is they eject like, I'll try to find the right way of saying this, white threads when they feel threatened. They must like me because he's not doing it. But yeah. Sea cucumber. I suppose one of the benefits of it being lashing down is I've got the place to myself. I wondered how long it'd be before one of these showed up. Fish. Oh, dropped it. Got ya. About time. That is a nice pollock. Yeah, that's a nice fish, that. That's the go. Too busy making sure that the camera was on and not getting covered in flipping raindrops. Gonna have to turn the boat around. First nice fish and I'm busy messing about with camera. Try a jig. See how jig performs. No, I won't. I'll try a lure. I saw that fish come up and take that. I was watching on the sounder and I saw that fish come up and take that. Wow. A nice chunky pollock. There's the lure right down in the back of there. There we are. Well done, lad. Well done. Yeah. Just as I was thinking, that maybe that first fish might have just been a fluke. Yeah, just saw, I was just pulling on the bottom and I just saw a fish come up out the bottom on the sounder. I thought, I'll be on that. Yeah, the first one that I lost at the side of the boat, I was busy, I'm trying to protect the camera from the rain. And I was making sure that it wasn't all covered up, and as I was turning around to look at the camera like that, the fish had dropped off and I was like, Start as you mean to go on. All that I'm doing today is it's just patches of reef. Just exploring inshore on patches of reef. In the rain. We have got large spring tides at the minute, which is why I'm lure fishing on the reefs. The drogue is actually helping us out by slowing us down a tiny bit. Oh, missed you. Got you that time. Oh, that feels like a nice fish, that. Feels like a nice fish. Gently does it. Yes, beautiful. There's the jig. That's a cracker of a fish. Taken on the lightest gear. There you go. Up, easy, easy. Brilliant. Give that another go. I think this is the best visibility that we've had all day. Yeah, we finally have about a mile's viz. Getting a lot of hits, and they're just kind of like hit and hold and drop. I think it's squid. Oh, found you. That guy took on the retrieve then. There you go. And there's a lure. There's always a dot of water on the lens, isn't there? Always, without fail. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Oh, what have we got there? Yeah, like I say, I think that's squid and cuttle. It might turn out to be an alright day later on today. Yeah. Up you come, up you come. Up you come, sonny. Ah. For anybody curious, these are a new set of prototype lures that I'm designing in conjunction with Sidewinder. And I tell you what, they're nailing it. See that right corner of his mouth there? It was just hooked up, if you can see it, just there. Perfect. Yeah, I've been designing these lures. They're almost ready. I would say they'll be out at the start of next year. Don't want to release them too soon and rush them out and then find out they're not quite right. But yeah, I've been working on them for a while. You won't find these on AliExpress. What I'm doing here is, because we've got such big tides, I'm trying to find an area where I can get a long drift. Just because we're moving that fast that if the area of ground that I'm drifting over is only 100 yards long, you're going to be drifting over it for about 20 seconds. So trying to position myself so I've got a couple of bits to drift over. Because there does seem to be fish quite nicely spread out amongst this here. We have great clarity at the moment. We've got probably about 15 to 20 feet of viz. So it's all about working the lures in the right way. Because the fish, I mean, they're not Mensa, but they're not daft. So you have to be able to work different depths, different speeds, different sizes, different colours until you find what is working. Generally, my logic being is you use darker lures on a bright day and lighter lures on a cloudy day. Now I quite like natural colours, like whites and blues and greens. And yet one of the best pollocking lures I have ever used is that. Like, what in nature looks like that? Yeah. As fishermen, we create these theories and these ideas, I think half the time, just to explain why something's going on, like in your own mind, because there'll be someone that comes along straight away afterwards and completely disproves what you're saying. Big mackerel though. I don't even see that, but I've just got damp patches everywhere. Right, let's see what we can find. Ideally, I would like a bass. I would love a bass to be able to take home. 2 even. Pollock, take it or leave it. I've got some pollock in the freezer. But yeah, I'd really like a bass. Pollock, if we catch one and it won't survive being returned, then we'll keep that. But like I say, ideally, bass is what I'm after. Unfortunately, this guy's day has just got worse. He's got a fish hook up his bum. Sorry. We just have bait fish everywhere. We're in the best part of 19 metres of water, 19.6 metres of water, and probably 15 metres of it is bait fish. You can't have too much of a good thing, because what it means, it just means that everything else that's down there is that preoccupied with everything else that's going on, all the other bait everywhere. You can't catch now. And I think that's what's happening here. Micro pollock. This isn't sand eels. I'm hoping it's tiny joeys. No, it's not. Here we come. Slightly too big. Good ones, but too big for what I want. Too big. Yeah, the ones I'm looking for want to be about this big so I can use them as a live bait for a bass. Now that's what we're after. Right, I've caught myself a couple of live baits and I've knocked up real quick a live bait rig. All this is going to be is it's going to be a sliding float with a locked in lead, a hook length of around about 3 feet of fluoro, ending in a big circle hook. I have 3 pilchards and, well, 1 really good mackerel, 1 slightly too big mackerel. That is perfect. Let him go away and do his merry thing. Hopefully away from the boat. Go away. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's down here anyway. I would have liked it a little bit further away from the boat, but that's fine. And at the same time, I'm going to be chucking around a soft plastic lure. I'm going for bass. Hopefully that live bait will find me a bass. The little bits of reef that we've been finding just seem to have stacks of little pollock on them. We did find some nice pollock at the start over that one bit of rock, but But when the tide dropped away, the bites dropped away with it. I don't know if you can see that float, but the beauty of this being, as it's bobbing and moving around and riding, you can see that fish reacting. So hopefully when a bass comes along, you will see that bait start to panic, the float will start to act erratically, and it will just drop into the water. We are drifting at 1.7, 1.8, 1.5, drifting about a knot and 3/4, which is good. I like that. Get up. Thought I hadn't turned camera on then. Right. This is another nice pollock. Really nice reefy one. When I say that, I mean it's come from right in the reef. A good stocky fish. And really nice colorations on him. Look. See the lure there, front of his mouth. Belter. See, like all the mottling down his sides, that's camouflage into the reef. Like all the kelp and the seaweeds and there you go. See that massive eye there and that underbite? Proper predator. Well, I'm glad I managed to winkle one out at least. Because it's starting to rain again. They're real, like really grubbing on the bottom. I was dragging in the kelp when I caught that one. Which is making me think that float is set a little bit too shallow. Ah, you greedy kelp pig. Oh, you messy sod. He spat all of his dinner all over the boat. Look, he's been eating crabs. Yeah. Got you. Oh, got you. There you go. There's something jumping around at the front of the boat. I'm not sure if it's a dolphin. It's jumped like 3 times and I've missed it each time. It's as soon as I've come into this shallower part of the reef, the cuttlefish are just murdering me. Chewing up my lures and killing me live baits. Finally, that float's gone down. Holy cow, that is a nice fish. That is a very nice fish. Oh, he's done all his scrapping at the boat, this one. And he's in the net! He's in the net! Yes! Oof. Oh, blimey. Oof. He's in the net. That is the fish that I have been waiting all day for. And I wasn't paying attention when he bit. I was busy sorting out all my tackle box down here, and all I heard was zzz, zzz, zzz. As I turned round, there's the circle hook, just hooked him right in the lip. Now that is a cracker of a bass. Go on, stick your spikes up just for me. Come on, out you come. Oh, that is a beauty of a bass. Go on. Go on, do it. Oh, he's not gonna, but never mind. Brilliant. Whoa. I was just thinking, I thought to myself, right, I'll tidy away all my lures, and then when we finish this drift, we'll go back to where we're catching them pollock earlier on. Because I was just thinking, whatever we're doing, this ain't working. That has turned it all around. Brilliant. Right, there we are. Now I've sorted my life out. I'm really glad that I set that as I did. That's what I class as a sleeper rod. The rig was nothing complicated. Get off. Just a sliding float, a locked in lead, 3 odd feet of fluoro, ending in a Coxswain Roll Mutsu circle. I think this is maybe a 6/0. You use 8/0s, 6/0s, 8/0s, yeah, they're all, just needs to be a good size one. And all I'd done was I was using, this is a dead bait, but I'm using a pilchard like that. And all you do is you just hook it, the cuttlefish has killed this one. You just hook it up like that and let it swim about underneath your float. And I had it set up, imagine that this has got a bait on it. I had it set out like that, drifting away, and I had it set on the bait runner. So all I heard was as it started running away, and as soon as and I'm into playing the fish. Worked perfectly, worked as designed. I do often find that when the fish are being finicky on the lures, that the live baits do pick them out, do pick the bass out. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing about that. I've got this guy reviving in this live bait tank. That is a stunning bass. That is an absolutely stunning bass. Perfect size to take home. Minimum landing size is 42 centimetres. I reckon this guy is probably best part of 60 centimetres. Just grab a tape measure out. $63. 63 centimetres. What I'm doing here is I'm allowing him to revive inside that live bait tank. It's got oxygenated water. He's just fought all the way to the boat, so he's got lactic acid inside of his muscles. I want that out of there. So I'm letting him revive in the tank until he's fresh. I'm then going to dispatch him and bleed him, ready for taking him home. Now, I know that some people don't like seeing that, so I'm not going to show you it in the video. If you want to know how I dispatch these, Google Ikejime or Ikejime. Yeah, that's how I do it. It does give you a much better end product. The meat is much better when you dispatch them and bleed them like that. And I think that if you're going to be taking something like that for the table, you owe it to get the best from it. Also, it's the most humane way of dispatching them. Right, enough fannying on. Let's get everything sorted, go back for another drift. My last live bait. Oh, don't start bouncing around, you won't be a live bait for very long. Well, I'll tell you what, he's lively, I'll give him that. We'll try drifting down over that little patch one more time, and then we'll head back to the first spot. Because I've now got some filleting to do. Rain's set to pick up again later on this afternoon. We'll finish off this drift, then go back to that first spot we had all in pollock, and then get back in. I don't want to kind of play down how pleased I am with that bass. I was just thinking to myself, like, right, I'll tidy up and then I'll start heading back. And as I was busy tidying up, that's when it went. Oh, hello. Got you. He's a scrapper. This feels like a solid fish, this. Oh, there was no need to worry, he'd swallowed it. Yeah, he's got that right down in him. And there's no real need to worry. I was worried he was going to end up spitting the hook out because it's only a small hook. But as you can see, he really wanted that one. That's right down in there. There you go. Back you go, lad. Right, I might bring that live plate a little bit closer because he's not fishing right over there. What have we got going on? Which way are we going? Ah, a bit of wind. A little bit of wind that's just picked up, just kicked us off. We were drifting perfectly there. Like I said, there's a bit of rock between that island and the mainland, and we were just going up and down that little bit of reef. And now that the wind's pushing this way, we're kind of going diagonal on it. The jig just does not seem to be doing it today. Sometimes you get it where the jigs outfish the soft plastics, and today the soft plastics have outfished the jigs. Oh, 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 oh. Managed to snag one right at the end. What we're looking at. Oh, no, a little bit of rock. Might be a baby pollock, might be a wrasse. Oh! Pouting. You can tell that this guy's from right in amongst like all the reef and rock and kelp, because he's really because he's really brown. He's even got, I don't know how well you can see it. Don't do it. Don't just calm down. It's all like pink and purple down his lateral line. That blackback's eyeing him up. Go on, he's still down. He's still down sharpish. There we go, we are done. The bass has been scaled, filleted, V-boned, and now it's all ready for the kitchen. I tell you what, it's turned into a real fine afternoon. It's a damn sight better than it was this morning anyway. I hope you enjoyed joining me. I hope you found it interesting. All the very best. See you later. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the Fish Locker YouTube channel, where we have hundreds of videos from our adventures just like this one. We upload new videos every Sunday evening, so don't forget to click subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's go.